Hey guys, welcome back to Mishmas. I am so excited to be doing today's video because I'm working with Chantecaille. I'm going to be doing like a really Chantecaille kind of festive look, and what I mean by that is Chantecaille's products are so elegant and sophisticated and chic. So I'm not going to be doing like a really crazy like party look with a lot of like gold glitter or anything like that. I'm going to be doing just something with like a really nice red lip and yeah, just like some beautiful Chantecaille products. I think you guys know what I mean. Anyway, I wanted to start off this video by mentioning that they have repackaged their Biolifting Mask Plus to celebrate the Lunar New Year for 2022, which is going to be the year of the tiger. And I just wanted to show you, well, this is limited edition packaging. It's not like they've repackaged it forever. This is limited edition packaging. Look at the box that it comes in. So it's in this red foil, red and gold foil. And look at this tiger image. Hope you can see it, the lighting here. Oh, there we go. Oh, isn't it cool? And I have a certain fondness for the year of the tiger. It's the year that my dad was born in. So that is the outer box packaging. And here is the Biolifting Mask jar. Isn't that so pretty? So generally it's in a very like polished chrome jar. And now we have it in this red and gold. Isn't that so stunning? So this Biolifting mask, this mask, I just used this last night because I knew I was going to be filming this. And I was like, let me use it so I can at least try and show what it is that I love about this mask. So I have no makeup on whatsoever. I just have my skincare. Well, let me start off by saying that I have very, very deep expression lines in my forehead. I have fine lines around my eyes. And what this mask does is I feel like it softens up those lines by plumping up my skin, but also just sort of smoothing out my skin as well. I just feel like I see the difference in my expression lines, which is really, really hard for a skincare product to do because, like I always say, those canyons in my forehead are real deep. I mean, I think I pretty much started developing these in high school, and this Biolifting mask is one of the only few skincare products that really softens it up. So every time I use this mask, I put a nice layer on in the evening. Sometimes I even use it as a makeup primer if my skin is feeling real dry because this is incredibly thick and moisturizing. I'll put like a little bit on just as like a primer, but generally I like to use it as like an overnight mask. And so I put like a nice, not too much, not as much as a lot of other masks. I feel like with Chantecaille skincare products, you don't need that much. And so I put like, I don't know, the same amount I would put on for like a daytime moisturizer. And I wake up with almost like a new complexion, like almost like no fine lines. And like I keep saying, these lines, it's just amazing, like how much softer they appear. So that is the Biolifting mask with its new Year of the Tiger limited edition packaging. So gorgeous. And then what we'll be using at the end of this video is a brand new shade in their lip veil called Ruby, again to celebrate Year of the Tiger. And this is, as you guys know, one of my favorite lip formulas, but look at that beautiful red color. So not only is this perfect, I think, for the Lunar New Year, but it's gonna be great for this holiday season. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Foundation. You guys know how much I love this cushion foundation. It's my favorite cushion foundation, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I have the shade Vanilla. That's not helpful. Let me open it up. Here is the shade Vanilla. Okay, I'm gonna take the Chantecaille foundation and mask brush and just dip it into the cushion and just apply. I just want a nice light layer of the cushion. I don't want too heavy of a base. You know, I really like a natural light look. There's a nice light layer of the cushion all over. Did I tell you what shade I use? It's shade Vanilla, and it's such a great match for my skin tone. Blends beautifully into my neck. I just love it. The cushion foundation has such a lovely finish too. I think you can see it. It's like this satin finish. Yeah, right there. Oh, it's so healthy looking. It's so beautiful. It makes your skin look so smooth, and I love the coverage that it gives. You can see I have these really heavy sunspots there. You can still see them, so the coverage isn't like a full heavy coverage. It's like a light medium coverage. You can build it up to a medium for sure, but I like this light layer, light medium coverage. I just think it's so complementary to like a natural kind of glowy look. Next, to just camouflage these bigger pores that I have like right next to my nose here on top of my cheeks, I'm going to use the Perfect Blur finishing powder, and I have the Hummingbird version, which was limited edition. This is part of their regular line. Well, they have two shades. This is the lighter one, and then they have one that is a little bit deeper for deeper skin tones, which is great. This has a baked formula, so I'm going to use a dense brush. I'm going to use the Chantecaille Buff and Blur, Buff and Blur brush. I like to use a dense brush to pick up these kinds of products. So I'm just going to swirl, pick up a little bit. Actually, I picked up quite a bit because this is a really beautiful, nice dense brush. And I'm going to press the product onto that area that I want to blur. And I'm just going to do this side so you can see the difference between the two sides of my face. Oh my God, do you see that? It looks like I just put like an Instagram filter over my face. Just really soft, super smooth. And then this is the side without the powder. Isn't that incredible? So incredible. So I'm just going to take whatever's left over on the brush, because I don't want to put as much on to the rest of my cheek, but I do want to have like a seamless transition there. And then I'll do the same to the other side of my face. There. Oh, I mean, it really looks insanely blurred. It's so crazy. All right, so that is the Perfect Blur finishing powder. I'm gonna throw on some bronzer, and I'm gonna use the Real Bronze in Goa. You guys know how much I love this bronzer. I've been going on and on about it for a long time. This is another product just like the Perfect Blur finishing powder that has that baked gel formula. But I'm gonna go in with the Chantecaille cheek brush. Just pick up a little bit and just add that underneath my cheekbones to add a little contour, just a little bit there. And just adding some to my forehead here, just a light dusting of it. This bronzer is such a great tone. It has like a red undertone. It's so wonderful. It's so universal. So that is the Goa Real Bronzer. Now let's move on to blush. I am going to use the Holiday Pearl Collection blush. And this blush in Okoye is so incredible. This blush like formula is just so unique and so special. It feels like a cream gel hybrid, and then when you put it on, it's like a powder. It's this whole hybrid between, I feel like, a gel, a cream, and a powder. It's just incredible. So it also has a really beautiful sheen. Let me do a swatch for you. So it's this really cool tone pink, and then there's this almost like a subtle highlight kind of shift to it. It is really beautiful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off that cheek brush that I used with the bronzer and use this with the blush. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit and dust it onto my cheekbones. Isn't that so beautiful? Look at that finish. Oh, it's stunning. It is so stunning. Like a really soft satin finish. Next, we're gonna use the Pearl Collection's highlighter. This is the Pearl Lumiere. This is that gorgeous one that has like a really light baby pink kind of undertone to it. Let me go ahead and apply. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same cheek brush. I'm gonna wipe it off here and just hit the high points of my cheeks. Oh, do you see that? Oh, it's so pretty. I love this highlight. Love it. If I'm looking for like a cooler toned highlight, I always think of this one. It just has the best tone. It's cool tone, but it's not too silvery. So it has that pink undertone, which I think gives it the coolness, but it's not too white. Like the metallic shift in it isn't too white, and I love it. It kind of flows into like the blush that you're wearing a little bit better. If a highlighter is too white, I feel like it makes my under eyes look too dark. Like this just is so seamless. So pretty. It is a perfect match to that Okoye blush. So beautiful. And this packaging, I can't get over it. I mean, I love pearls. And every time I pull this out, I'm like, oh. All right. Let's move on to eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and use the Chantecaille Waterproof Brow Definer. I have it in the shade Light Taupe, which is not the shade I would have picked for myself, but they actually sent this to me a while ago. And I was like, Light Taupe. But this is a really great shade. It's very universal. It's a cool toned, like brown shade. So yeah, it works for like a whole range of eyebrow shades. So this pencil is definitely not very pigmented, which is so great. So, so great. It makes it pretty much mistake proof. And of course, it's got a spoolie on the other side. So great. Easy, easy, easy to use. Okay, I am going to use the Baroque eyeshadow from the Holiday Pearl collection. This is such a wonderful one and done shadow. So again, we've got that pearl packaging. And then we have this shifty eyeshadow. This is just, I was gonna say it's just like the blush. It sort of is like the blush because it is a very, very creamy texture. I think it's actually a little bit softer than the blush, and it is much more pigmented than the blush. So here is the Baroque shade. So there's some pinks in there, some peaches. There is like a cocoa brown in there as well. Oh, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. And again, perfect as a one and done shade, which I'm a fan of. So I'm gonna use my Chantecaille Eye Definer brush, pick up some product. And like I said, this shadow is a little bit on the softer side. So if you go in hard with your brush, make sure that you tap off any excess. Otherwise, I feel like you're gonna end up with fallout. So I'm just gonna sweep this all over. Oh, isn't that just incredible? You could definitely use your finger too. That's how creamy the shadow is. All right, so there is Baroque all over the lid. I am actually gonna pull out a single shadow of Chantecaille's and use it as eyeliner. So I pulled out Elephant and Giraffe. These are the luminescent eye shades. And here is Elephant. And here is Giraffe. I'm gonna use Elephant. It's a little bit of a cooler tone, and I think that's what I've got going on so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my eye definer brush from, or no, I'm sorry, the eyeliner brush from Chantecaille. And I'm gonna go into Elephant, but I'm gonna wet my brush a little bit because you can use these shadows wet or dry. And I'm gonna use the Rose de May Pure Rose Water, and I'm just gonna spritz my brush once. Okay, maybe twice. Okay, and I've picked up some product at the end of this brush, and I'm gonna use this teeny tiny mirror and apply the eyeliner. So I'm just going to use short strokes because this is a pretty dense brush, and apply the eyeliner. I hope you guys can see that. It has such a beautiful metallic sheen. And you can definitely do this if the eyeshadow is dry, but I feel like wetting it just, I don't know, just makes it easier to use as liner. And I'm just doing the same thing to my lower lash line, just lining right at the base of my lashes. Okay, yeah, just some soft definition there. Really, really pretty, really subtle, very, very elegant. Again, leave it to Chantecaille to create like a multi-chrome eyeshadow and like a glittery eyeshadow and keep them really, really sophisticated. Okay, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and we'll be back to use the Fossil's Longest Lash Mascara. All right, mascara time. I love this Fossil's longest lash mascara. It's so, so good. And it has peptides in there to help your lashes grow and strengthen them. And, you know, as a mascara itself, it just makes my lashes look so long and full, but it like coats each individual lash. So beautiful. All right, eyes are done. Let's move on to lips. I am so excited to try out this new shade. So this is the Chantecaille Lip Veil, one of my all-time favorite lipstick formulas. Not just, you know, within Chantecaille's brand, just across the board, one of my favorite lipstick formulas. It is like lip care, but with a tint. It feels like a lip mask. It is one of those rare lipsticks, and I've said this before many times, but it's one of those rare lip products that I feel like my lips feel better after I've worn it. That's not the case for most lipsticks, anything with any sort of pigmentation. Usually my lips feel a little bit drier. At best, they'll feel kind of the same, but my lips feel better after I wear a lip veil. So this is, again, the new limited edition packaging for the Year of the Tiger. And this is a limited edition, I believe limited edition color Ruby. So let's do a swatch. Beautiful, wow. It's like a beautiful cool toned red. It's almost like fuchsia. It really is like a ruby. If you've ever looked at rubies up close, I feel like at the edges of a ruby where it gets thinner, it does look like it's hot pink versus really, really bright red. Oh, neat. Okay, well, I'm really excited now. Oh, and the pigmentation in these lip veils is so perfect. It's like not too much, but it's not too light. There's like a good amount of pigmentation, but it's not like a full-on lipstick. Now that it's on my lips, I feel like it looks like a really, really hot pink. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, Chantecaille does it again. All right, well, that is my fresh, glowy holiday look, compliments of Chantecaille, and a big thank you to Chantecaille for working with me again. Oh, I am so in love with all of these products, as you guys know, but I can't stop looking at my lips. This is like the perfect, like hot pink red color. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a lovely holiday season so far. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow for another Mishmas video. I will see you guys very, very soon.